Good day. So today we will be discussing on the safety devices fitted in our engine. So as watchkeepers, as engineers later on, it is our responsibility to maintain the operation and maintenance of the safety devices. We will be discussing one by one the safety devices and the types of safety devices fitted, and why is it important that we need to maintain it. So a ship's propulsion engine is what keeps the ship going at sea. Consider that it is the heart of any vessel. The marine engine of the ship takes the entire load to propel the ship forward. Of course, without an engine, a ship is almost a dead ship. So without its engine, the ship is just like only a floating box because it could not move, it could not navigate, it could not go from one port to the other. So it is important that we protect our engine since it is considered as the heart of the vessel. So like humans as we are, we try to protect our heart. So we try to uh, detect early warnings if we have heart problems for us to avoid towards incident from happening. So it's the same thing with our engine. So our engine is fitted with safety devices in order to be protected, in order to avoid serious damage to the whole machinery. So the different types of protection on a ship's main engine. Basically, there are four main types of protection to safeguard the propulsion engine. Number one is alarm. So in case of deviation of engine parameters from the set value, an audible, something that you could hear, and a visual alarm, or you could see, will sound, which will give an early warning to the problem. So, early warning, it means that the problem is not yet big, and yet there is already a deviation from the set value. It means that the system is not working as expected because the value of the fluid or the value of the temperature and pressure in the engine is not as what it is expected from the set value. It is below the minimum or above the maximum, which is set by the maker. So the alarm would serve as an early warning. And thus, when there is an alarm, as marine engineers, you have to look at it. You have to look at the problem, whether or not this problem um, may escalate or needs immediate response or immediate action. So the next stage of protection is the slowdown. So the engine would go into slowdown when the actions taken to address the alarm is not sufficient to fix the problem. So this would counter the disturbed parameters. This would normalize or neutralize. This would neutralize them so that they will not cause an additional problem to the whole system. So it would slow down. Let's say, for example, you are running at full speed. No, in case of problem which was not addressed, when the automatic slowdown is activated, you would go from full ahead to dead slow ahead. No? So this serves as protection in order for further damage not to occur. Next is the engine shutdown. So when there is a higher fluctuation, it is already alarming, in the engine parameters, which can harm other systems. Meaning, the harm of this fluctuation will not only severe one system, but the whole system of the engine. The shutdown protective device will cut off the fuel supply immediately, and the engine will stop. No? So the shutdown device serves as the protection which does not allow the engine to run even further, or it really stops the whole operation of the main engine system in order to protect it from damage. And the last is the starting interlock. So this will not allow the engine to start from the standstill condition if some parts of the system within the engine has not been operated or arranged properly. So if the engine is not ready for starting, the starting interlock is still activated, meaning there is still part of that system which has not yet been adjusted to what it should be. Let's say, for example, um, the starting air. No, so when you forget to open the starting air valve, the starting interlock will still be activated, and thus you will not be able to start the engine. So this before you start the engine, you have to ensure that all starting interlocks has been addressed or has been removed. No, and this starting interlock does not only serve as safety for premature starting, but it also serves as a safety in case of maintenance job being done on our vessel or on our engine. No, the main engine itself, to prevent it from accidental starting when you are working within the engine or around the engine parameters. No, and even sometimes when someone is working in the propeller or for doing hull inspection, now this starting interlock is also being ensured so that the vessel will not accidentally move, or the propeller will not accidentally turn, not to prevent accident and to prevent harm not only to the machinery but also to the people working in the engine. So in a slowdown situation, the engine will come to dead slow at an RPM below 30, no, as the slowdown protection gets activated. So these are just examples, no? The oil pressure, camshaft pressure, there's no flow of piston cooling media, oil mist detector, or main bearing sensors has been activated. No, these are just examples, no, of slowdown situations, and the value here would vary, no, from one vessel to the other. It doesn't mean that I've placed here 1.5. No, so just a quick disclaimer. It does not mean that on your vessel later on it would also be 1.5. So it depends really on the maker, on the set value of the engine. And the different shutdown operations, no, so it's lower than the slowdown or higher than the slowdown shut point, no? So depending still depending on the maker or the value that was set by the maker, huh? And the different starting interlock, so turning gear interlock, auxiliary blower off, interlock, lube oil, and other important pump not running interlock. So apart from safety protection on ship's engine, various other systems also has to ensure that various other operations are not affected. No, so these safety devices now ensures that a damage in one system would not affect the other system. So which is why it is very important, no, later on as marine engineers, as I said, you have to ensure that this safety devices are working properly, and in order for them to serve their purpose. So what are the causes of main engine shutdown? So overspeed, main and thrust bearing low pressure, thrust bearing high temperature, causes of slowdown. So these are the causes of slowdown. So to sum it all up, no, so this main engine safety devices are fitted uh, in order for us to protect the engine from a greater damage, no, and like how we protect our heart, no, how we should protect also our engine in order for it to continue running, in order for the vessel to continue its operation. No, once the engine would be damaged, the whole operation would be affected, which is why it was ensured, no, my safety devices. And in your end, as marine engineers, you have to test you have to constantly test, no, the safety devices that they are doing their purpose or they are working para they would not serve as they would be effective means, no, of protecting our engine. So that's it. If you have questions or clarifications, please feel free to message me or feel free to message it in our group chat so that I would be able to answer such.